My parents left for a trip to Hawaii on my wedding day, leaving me a gift. When I opened it, my eyes widened. My burned wedding dress inside with a letter. Let's see how you get married. They didn't know my in-laws. So when I posted photos with my in-laws, Goldsmith billionaires, my parents got mad. Untownsend calls bombarded me. Part 2. He was tall, with dark hair neatly combed back, and he wore a navy suit that looked like it belonged in a magazine. Even from a distance, he looked expensive. I watched him approach, weary and exhausted, my heart pounding in my chest. Miss, are you alright? He asked, his voice gentle, with just a hint of an accent I couldn't quite place. I tried to wipe my face and sit up straighter, but the tears kept coming. Do I look alright? I shot back, my voice raw from crying. As soon as I said it, I regretted the harshness, but I was tired. Tired of being polite, tired of pretending I was okay. To my surprise, the man smiled, not mocking or smug, but with genuine warmth. Fair enough, he replied, but would you mind if I offered you a warm meal and maybe a little company? No strings attached, just someone to talk to if you want. His kindness disarmed me. I hesitated, torn between fear and the simple human need to not be alone. I looked at him for a long moment, searching for some sign of danger, but all I saw was concern. Against my better judgment, I nodded. He introduced himself as Henry Goldsmith. The name meant nothing to me then, but something about the way he said it told me he was used to being known. He gestured toward his car, and I followed him, holding my ruined dress close. The driver nodded to him as we climbed in, and in minutes, we were gliding through the streets toward a quiet, elegant hotel just off the main avenue. Inside, Henry led me to a table in a cozy restaurant with dim lights and soft jazz playing. He ordered hot tea for me and coffee for himself. For the first few minutes, I couldn't speak. I was afraid that if I started, I wouldn't be able to stop, but Henry just sat quietly, waiting. Something about his silence made me feel safe. Eventually, the story spilled out on me, my parents leaving. The burnt dress, Daniel's call, the loneliness that had chased me to New York. Henry listened, never interrupting, not even when my voice shook or when I grew angry. He nodded, his eyes kind and steady. When the food arrived, I realized how hungry I was. I ate slowly, embarrassed at how ravenous I felt. Henry talked just enough to keep the silence comfortable. He told me a little about his work. Something about investments, travel between New York and London, big offices, and bigger risks. But mostly, he wanted to know about me. Not about my family, but about me, my hopes, my fears, the things that made me laugh. For the first time in days, I felt seen. Not as someone's daughter or someone's almost wife, but as myself. Henry didn't judge, didn't offer empty platitudes or quick fixes. He just listened, and somehow, that was exactly what I needed. As the night wore on, and my plate emptied, I felt a strange sense of calm settle over me. I was still lost, still hurt, but not quite so alone. Then, just as I was about to thank him and slip away, Henry surprised me. He looked at me across the table, his expression serious. Anna, I know this sounds sudden, maybe even crazy, but sometimes life gives us a second chance when we least expect it. Marry me. I stared at him, too stunned to speak. He leaned forward, his voice gentle but sure. You don't have to decide tonight, or even tomorrow. But let me give you a new story, one where you are loved and respected, not for what you can do for someone else, but for who you are. I promise, I'll